Alright, so these comments, I'm going to just use your initials CCL, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So your situation, you say, my brother recommended me your website because thanks to you, he had a big scholarship from Lawrence University. Wow, that's pretty cool. You say, I just finished a TOEFL IBT foundation course at an English center. My teacher said that my listening speaking skills need to be practiced more. About writing, my teacher said I have good ideas, but I have a problem in how I describe. You want to say them, not that. In addition, I found my vocabulary is poor. My goal is 92 in the next 2 to 3 months. I hope you'll suggest the most suitable course for me. Thank you so much. All right. Now, here's one thing you want to remember, CC, is once you become one of my online students, like your brother, you will have complete unlimited access to all of my lessons in all 7 areas. So you want to go from 50 to 60 to 92, and I don't think you can do that in 2 to 3 months. I'm going to be honest with you. You're probably looking at a minimum of 3, if not possibly as much as 6 months. So here's what you want to do. I have a 3-step plan for you that I think is going to help you reach your goal. But remember, I don't see you reaching this goal in 2 to 3 months based on your current existing English abilities. Number 1, I probably told your brother the exact same thing. Get in the habit of reading every day for about 45 minutes. Read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. Number 2, you also want to practice listening every day. You can focus on news, documentary, history, and science programs. Now, in both cases, start focusing on notes. Work on your note-taking skills. Try to get the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages. So, and then using your notes, I want you to write 3 academic summaries each week. I think this is important for you. Each summary should be about 250 words. So this gives you about 750 words of writing practice each week. Now also, in addition to writing academic summaries, you should practice giving oral responses of some of those reading and listening passages. Remember here, you're using your notes to write and speak about this information. When you speak about it, your oral responses should be about 60 seconds. So do these every day. You want to do the reading and the listening practice, and then each week do some writing and speaking practice. So this gives you 1.5 hours every day, 7 days a week for the next 3 to 6 months. I'm telling you, if you stick by this, it really makes a big difference. Now let's talk about my online TOEFL course. This is my 3rd suggestion, CC. Now, I'm not going to recommend a specific study guide. I'm going to recommend that you go through my lessons in 3 different areas. For the first month or 2, however long it takes you, focus on the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar parts of my course. So each week you can study, for example, maybe on Sunday, you can do vocabulary lesson 1, you can do pronunciation lesson 1, and then grammar lesson 1. Then the next day you'll do vocabulary lesson 2, pronunciation lesson 2, and grammar lesson 2. So you're trying to study in those 3 areas each day. Now the reason I recommend do them at the same time, because you can burn out if you only study vocabulary all day or all week. Your brain's going to get tired. But if you do some vocabulary study and some pronunciation study and then some grammar study, hopefully you won't get burned out. Remember, as you go through my study plan, you want to make sure you get about 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night, and make sure you eat right, and even try to find time to exercise every day. This is very, very important to keep the mind strong. Okay, now after you've done the vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar sections of my course, maybe the first month or 2, then you can spend time going over my reading and my listening lessons. This is maybe this month, maybe 2 or 3 or 3 or 4, however long it takes you to get through the first 3 sections of my course. So this is the next thing you want to do, is to do reading and listening practice. It's very important, CC. Your goal here is to use my reading course, or the reading section of my course, to get a reading speed higher than 300 words per minute. Okay. So once you've done the reading and the listening sections of my course, and again, remember, like on a Sunday, you'll do reading lesson 1, then listening lesson 1, then reading lesson 2, listening lesson 2. You'll do that for a month or 2 until you finish those sections. And then finally, you will start with the writing and the speaking parts of my course. You see what we're saying? So that's probably my best recommendation for you right now. So how long should you spend at my online TOEFL course every day? I'm going to say between 1 and 2 hours each day. And remember, you're already doing the reading and the listening practice throughout your study. And then you're using my online course for an extra 1 to 2 hours each day. You see what we're saying? So that's what I recommend for you based on your current situation. And remember that you have a long ways to go here, but if you're consistent and you follow my plan and you regularly study each day, you will be able to, in time, to reach your goal of 92. In fact, after you follow my plan, maybe after 3 or 4 months, you can take a full-length IBT practice test. You can go to the 8th section of my course so that you can mark your progress. All right, anyway, thank you very much, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.